You have to invite me. I'm done.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Joe Foring, one of the founders of Otakon and one of the performers and writers of Mystery Anime Theater. Before I go on, now I mentioned there was a little story about the conspiracy to give these people Attack of the Super Monsters. No, because it's hilarious. I don't say this with any scorn or or discontent. Where's our pet guy? No. Oh, yeah. Yes.
I don't know if there's a switch.
Honestly, I don't want to mess with this thing, because I think if I mess with it too much, it will rise up and kill me. Well, anyway, so okay. Yes, see how organized we are.
Yeah. Normally we had random scenes this time of night, but they switched around. Anyway, so me and Subrabia had one of the last remaining VHS copies of Attack. Can you hear me back there? Yeah. This is what we're talking about. Yeah. Not many are louder than me. So we had one of the last remaining VHS copies. She would not sell it even though she runs a video business. And we're like, dude, we got to give them a copy of it. So we dupe a copy, she dupes it, or no, she hands me the original, I dupe it, I hand it off to this guy in 2001. What did you run with in 2001?
Let's see. No, 2001 was Samurai Showdown. Which to this day is one of our favorites.
Another glorious example of turning a fighting game into an anime. So,
here, yeah, we thought about that, but we'd already done like 2 or 3 fighting games already. We didn't want to be pigeonholed too much. So in 2001, we did Samurai Showdown, and in 2002 we were looking for other things. And finally, I had previewed Super Monsters, and to my eyes, it was just too bloody awful. But we were short on material, so I said, well, I got this thing they showed me last year. Do you guys want to look at it? And we did. And we realized the thing about Attack of the Super Monsters is, if you are 8 years old, this is the coolest thing ever. Because it has robots and dinosaurs, and they fight. If you're older than 8 years old, it is
something.
Thank you. Yes. Well, not logically consistent is a very polite way of putting it. There are other ways of putting it which I'm not going to repeat in polite company. That too. Okay. Oh, so a few weeks before the con, this guy corners me in the comic book store and asks, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Well, I can't really tell. I can't tell him now." So then the con comes around, and
Let me add to that. No, I remember I said, because I knew about the non-disclosure agreement, so I'm like, whatever you're running, I'm not going to ask, because I know you can't tell me. It's cool. I ain't going to bug you about it. All right, I'm not going to be like thousands of other people like, oh, what are you doing? So no problem, because I didn't even think it was being considered.
if we told him, it wouldn't be a mystery. Mysteries.
Oh, so 2002 rolls around. I'm about to help out Neil Nadelman for the second time in his Bad on May Bad panel, and I brought with me the first 5 minutes of Attack of the Super Monsters. And in come a couple friends of mine who go to the same comic shop. I'm like, dude, look what I brought. They're like, oh no, they just did it down at Mystery Anime Theater. And I'm like, that bastard was right in front of me, and he didn't tell me. And then, the next day, on the main concourse, I see him and I go, you! And he's like, I swear to God,
and this is the answer I've always given. This is true. Brian is a big guy. He was a scary guy right there. But my partner in crime, John Kilgannon, the guy who came up with the idea for Mystery Anime Theater, he used to work construction. He's kind of like Penn Jillette, only bigger and scarier. And
Is that possible?
yeah. So the thing is, sorry, Brian, I'm scared of John more than I'm scared of you.
And I accept that. That's fine. So yeah, Final Fantasy: Legend of the Crystals. This part just speaks for itself. Basically, good guys, bad guys, everyone's trying to get